Welcome all of you for this dashboard designing and reporting techniques. And the technology or the application what we are using here is Microsoft Excel 365 and Power BI. Okay, these are the two applications what I'll be using and I'll be teaching you people. So if you don't have Microsoft 365, don't worry, you can still work on the lower end versions as well. But there are some important functions or say new functions which you might not be able to work on the dashboards. So for that you just contact us, we'll tell you how actually you can work on 365. Okay, so since this course it's on dashboard designing and reporting, let me tell you what all things you'll be learning so that you'll get an idea that what you'll be learning in the entire course. Okay, all right. The first thing is you'll be understanding about the data source. That is, you'll be learning how to import data from various different data sources, how to clean the data, what is data munging, then data formatting and data modeling. Okay, so this is already done for people who have done this Power BI, but this is still more advanced way what we'll be learning so that I have one data set with various different things what you have to do in the data set and then prepare that for creating the dashboard. So that I'll be teaching you in this session. So dashboard designing techniques. There are so many dashboard designing techniques. So I'll be teaching you about how to create a dashboard layout. Then we have these banners, how to create navigations, then working with colors, shapes, text, images, icons. These are all very important. I'll show you how actually you'll be able to create the dashboards at the end of this session. The next, reporting techniques. So you'll be learning about the advanced charting techniques. So you would have learned about the basic charts, but I'll be teaching you about advanced charting techniques. Then the map charts. Then we'll be learning about spark lines, filters, static and dynamic ranges for creating dynamic reports. Okay. All right. Next, we'll be learning about pivot tables and power pivots. So this is very important actually now for creating the dashboards. So using this pivot tables and power pivots is what we'll be creating our dashboards in Excel. So here you will be learning about how to summarize the data, how to filters, apply filters by using the slicers. Then you'll be learning about timeline, then pivoting techniques, that is advanced pivoting techniques, then pivot charts and data and report connection. So we'll try to learn about how we can connect data from various different data sources, that is from different tables. So usually we used to do this in SQL Server and things like that. Now we can do the same thing in Excel as well. So that you'll be learning in this course. Right. Sharing and publishing. Suppose if you want to share the dashboards to others, so how will you actually share? So that will be learning here. That is how to secure and protect your dashboard so that people will not actually, misuse the data or say delete your dashboard reports or something. So that I'll tell you. Then sharing and publishing of the dashboard online so that people can actually, others can also see your dashboards online. Then final deployment, how actually you'll give the final project to your clients. So that is what you'll be learning here. Okay. Right. So by the end of this course, what all things you'll be learning? Say, by the end of this course, you should be able to study and understand data and data sources. And then you'll be learning about how we can actually clean the data, any kind of data source I'll give, you should be able to clean the data using MS Excel Power Query Editor. Okay. So this Power Query Editor is available in Power BI as well. So I just mentioned a Power Query Editor so that it will come in Power BI and Excel both. Okay. Visualizations, that is advanced charting techniques, what you'll be learning and their uses in Microsoft Excel and Power BI. Then we'll be learning about dashboard, how to create a very high-end dashboards templates using MS Excel, Power BI, and also I'll be talking about PowerPoint as well. Not complete PowerPoint, but I'll tell you how to use this PowerPoint for designing your layouts. I'll show you now after this slide. How to create projects. So the intention of this course, what we have actually, tailored the entire syllabus is so that you guys will know that how the projects are worked in the real-time industry. Yeah, the data what we have and how actually we work. That is what I want to show you in this particular entire course. Okay. So who can attend these courses? So if you are a fresher or a job seekers, aspiring data analyst, business analyst, then MIS executes, then financial analyst, entrepreneurs, project managers, developers, analysts. So many professionals who want to, learn the reporting skills. Engineers, then even software professionals also can learn this particular course. They can attend this course. Okay. Suppose if you think you have any of your friends who wants actually to come to this data analytics, want to learn, so please you can share this link so that they can also join and they can at least understand what is analytics and what actually they do in the analytical industry. So before we go to the next slide, let me show you what you will be learning about the dashboard. See, if you want to learn dashboard, there are a lot of things what you'll have to take care. Anyways, I'm not going to teach you today. I'm just showing you a few things. See, the end of the course, I want all of you. I'll just show you the sample dashboards here. I'm just skipping all this. Anyways, this is a chapter for you people. This is a separate chapter, but I'm just showing you the sample dashboards what you'll be learning. Okay. So this is the layouts what you'll be learning. End of the course, you will be able to create a dashboard, something like this. Okay, this is done in PowerPoint, the design, but I'll be teaching you how to do these kind of dashboards in Excel and Power BI. Okay. So I don't want my students to work on all those normal dashboards, just putting all the visualization and finishing the project. I want the people to work on these kind of high-end dashboards. Okay. Say like this, these kind of dashboard. These are all the layouts what I have seen. And these are all some samples which I have downloaded. So I'll tell you how to do these kind of things. Like I was talking about the icons. So these are the icons. I'll tell you how to use these icons. These are the images. So you can use this image, the photo. Automatically it has to change. The text, the colors. You can see the color combination here. See these kind of colors. Okay. So you can see that. See these kind of dashboards I want the people to create, and I'll help you guys learn and create these kind of dashboards. This is what the industry expects. It's not that I learn Excel, I learn some Power BI, and then I'll start creating the dashboards. No, this is what the industry expects. Okay. So I'll tell you, these are all very easy to create actually. To see this, it looks very advanced, but I'll tell you how to create these kind of dashboards. It is very, very easy. Only thing is we should have interest, confidence, and patience. Okay. All right. So don't worry. I will teach you all this. Let me just close this. Okay. So I just wanted to show you the samples. That's it. But we'll come to this. So today, I'll teach you and I'll tell you, we'll discuss about what is data and few other data terminologies. And I'll show you practically how we can import the data and how we can clean the data. So only these things we'll do. And slowly we'll move on to the advanced options of how to clean the data and then create the dashboard. So today, we'll go with how we can actually clean the data and how to import the data and then clean the data. Okay. All right. So before that, what we'll do is we'll try to understand few things. Say, first, let's understand what is data. So whenever you create any dashboards, whenever you want to create some projects, data is what is very important. If you ask anyone, say, if you don't have data, you can just design the layouts. That's it. But you cannot, create the reports. For that, the very important thing is data. Now, this data is very important in all the domains. When I say all the domains, that is, I'm talking about the industries. Let's say pharma domain. If you think about pharma domain, there also we have the data. So what kind of data we'll have? We'll have the data about the drugs, the patients, the hospitals, the doctors. Right? When it comes to patients, and again, it will be classified as male or female. Then again, what is the age? So I'm just telling you, these kind of data we'll have. If you come to retail, then again, there also will have the data. So we have the products, the product ID, the sales, the profits, correct? The number of quantity which is sold. So if you take any industry, the data is available, but the data might change. Means the kind of information what they collect might change, but data is data for us, right? So let's understand what this data is technically. So data is nothing but it's an information, very simple. So data is information that has been translated into form that is efficient for movement or processing. That means when I actually collect the data as a soft copy, I can do a lot of analysis on that by using various different applications like Excel, Power BI, Tableau, SQL, right? Okay. So here data is nothing but the collection of facts such as numbers, words, text, measurements, observations, or just description of things. If you take any table, have you seen that we have one column with text, one column with date, Then we have this sales and profits. That is what as measures, right? So any data you take will have these kind of informations which will help us in creating the reports. Next, the data can be classified into two different ways. That is qualitative and quantitative. What is qualitative? Qualitative means the description, the descriptive information. Like say, for example, I have a product name, the customer name, the location, right? They're all qualitative. What is quantitative? They're all numbers, right? When I say numbers, it will be sales, profit, the quantity, volume. Understood? So data will always be classified into these kind of things, qualitative and quantitative. So what I'm telling here is the technical term of what data is all about, okay? But in simple words, if you ask in normal English, what is data? It is nothing but information. But if you just go and drill down the data, then again, we'll have different type of data types. What are different data types? I'll have numbers, I can have, text, date, right? Even images are also some data, movies, songs, all these are also data. Okay. All right. The next, why data is important. I just told you, right? If you want to create any reports, if you want to, understand what's happening with the data, say the historical data or the forecasting data, data is very important to take reports. So we can make better decisions. How we can clean the data, filter and understand, and so many decisions we can actually make. Next, solving the problems. How will we solve the problems? I know what the issue is. So I can get the solution also, right, for that? Yeah. Right. Then understanding performance. How is it performing? Say historical data, I can check and I can do a lot of analysis on that and see how the data is actually performing, how the production is happening. All right. Next, improve process. If I know the problem, that means I can do something, right? I can give some suggestions. I can say, see, this is where we are going wrong. I can improve this. In this area, I have to improve. So, lot many things we can do with this data. Say, understanding the customer. So, if we have the data, we can do a lot of, good things actually. Got the point now? So, you have to learn something like this. Say, if you are directly going to dashboard, you're just trying to design something, you'll get some data and you'll create some reports and send. But you should know all this. This is what, anyone who wants to come to this data analytics, people who are actually planning to create some reports and dashboard, they should understand these things first. Okay. So that is why I made all these slides so that people will understand completely. Now, what is database? Okay. Database is nothing but it is a container or say a place where the data is organized. When I say organized, that means it is clean. It is sorted. Wherein it will be easy for me to study the data. Say a database is an organized collection of structured information. Then typically stored. That's what I told. It's a container. Like we have this SQL server, MS Access, even Excel. All these are actually called as database, where I'll store all the information in a proper organized way. Okay. Right. Next, a database is usually controlled by DBMS. That is database management system. People have already undergone this SQL. They'll understand this. That is DBMS is nothing but database management system. Now we have RDBMS. That is relational database management system. Okay. Right. Next. These are all terminologies. I'll not take much time. I'll not bore you people. It's just terminologies which you should know. After that, we'll work practically. What is data cleaning? Data cleaning is nothing but it's the process of removing all the unwanted things. There are some errors. I don't want this errors. So it says data cleaning is the process of fixing or removing incorrect, corrupted data. Say sometimes it will be incorrect format, or there will be some duplicates or incomplete data set. So we have to clean. Why should we clean? So that it is neat, structured, which will help us in creating the reports very easily, very correctly. Okay. All right. Next, data cleaning is always used for improvising the quality of the data, as well as, if you want to take any business decisions, it will be very easy for us to work on. Okay. All right. Data transformation. See, we would have seen so many things by this time. I can see that there are many of my students who are actually, already gone through SQL, Excel, Power BI or something. But there are some terminologies also you should know, right? Say here, What is data transformation? See, data we know, database we know. Then what is data cleaning? There is so many things. Data cleaning is there, data cleansing is there, data munging, data transformation, data synchronization. So many terminologies are there. Okay, what is data transformation? Transforming your data. Say, the process of converting data from one format or structure to another. Say, for example, you would have seen the date. We won't get the date in proper format. So we have to do something. You have to clean that and then convert that into date format. Sometimes you go and check the sales value will not be properly in 1,000 separators. We have to give 1,000 separators for that. Amount, we have to give the symbol, that is currency symbol. So you are transforming, you are trying to convert the data from one format to another format. I'll show you practically what is this transformation, what is cleaning, everything we'll see. Okay. So transformation process can also be referred to as data wrangling. Data wrangling means converting your data from one format to another format, or data munging. That means I have some data. I just told you about the date formats. So if the date format is not proper, we'll try to, do some cleaning part. So those kind of things are called as data munging. Then again, transforming, converting that cleaned data into different formats. Okay. So mapping data from one raw data form to another format. Okay. That is called as data transformation. Transforming your data. That's it. Right. So what is data quality? What is quality? Quality means good. You go to some fruit shop or vegetable shop or anywhere. You say, I want good quality of vegetables or fruits. Good quality means what? That means it is good for use. So data also is like that. It should be a good quality. When is that good quality? When the data is cleaned and have a proper format, right? No blacks, no data with half information, right? So that is called as data quality. Say data quality is a measure of the condition of data based on factors such as accuracy. I told you, right? It should be clean. Completeness, no half data, consistency, reliability, and whether it is up to date. Up to date. Say you watch cricket, you go to crickbus.com, right? You go and see if it is actually showing the score of say 1 hour or 2 hours before. You have more other sites where you'll get all the information immediately, right? So you'll be getting all the latest information. Do you think you'll go to ClickBuzz? No, you won't go. Why? Because you already have so many other websites, right? So you want to have the latest updates. So, on the spot, I think it's just 2 seconds or 3 seconds delay what we get in ClickBuzz. So I'm just giving an example. That's it. So people want the information, up-to-date information. So you want a complete information. You want a clean information. So that is actually the quality data, the data quality. Measuring data quality levels can help organizations identify data errors. Immediately I can know. So this is the data which is not good. It's not a good quality. Okay. All right. So it need to be resolved and assess whether the data is in their IT systems is fit to serve its intended purpose. That means I'm trying to see the quality is good, then only I can create the dashboard. Otherwise, again, I have to go back to the process of data cleaning, wrangling, cleansing, and all these things will happen. Okay. All right. So finally, when I want to create a dashboard, data quality is important. The data is not of good quality, you cannot create a proper dashboard. So you have to go and do a lot of R&Ds, and again you'll get stuck with something. Again, you have to go back. Okay. Integration. What is so many things are there? Data transformation, data synchronization, all these things. Now, what is data? Integration. Integrating. I told you data can be in different tables. Now we need to integrate. Now, what is integration? See, integration is the process of combining multiple data sets. Okay. So combining data from multiple sources systems to create unified sets of information for both operational and analytic users. Data cannot be always in one single table. It can be in various different tables. I have to connect each other. So we call it as joining or relationship. Okay. So if you see in SQL, we have these joins. Inner join, outer join, left join, right join. Why do we do that? So that we can integrate the data. In Excel, we have this VLOOKUP, right? We are getting data from other data sources. That is in data integration. I have something called as joins. What is that? Relationship. One-to-one relationship. One to many. Many to many. So all these are actually called as data modeling. We learn all this. Don't worry. I'm just giving you all the information. I'm just giving you some background about. I'm just giving you some brief introduction about what all will be learned. So all these are terminologies which you should know. Okay. All right. Integration begins with ingestion process and includes steps such as cleansing, ETL mapping, and transformation. Power Query Editor, that is ETL. What is ETL? Extract, transform, and load. In Excel, we have the relationship creation. In Power BI, we have the relationship creations. Or we have this VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, things like that. Okay. All right. Data integration ultimately enables analytic tools to produce effective, actionable business intelligence. That means it helps us in connecting various different data sources and create the reports. Okay. All right. What is data source? Source means what? From where we are getting something. What is data? Information. That means from where am I getting the information? That is data source. The place from where I get the information. Now, the data source is nothing but the location where data is being used. Okay, where it is coming from. That's all. In a database management system, that is DBMS, the primary data source is the database. From the database only, we are actually getting the data. The data is stored in the format of tables. In Excel, it is stored in a format of sheets or ranges. It goes on like this. It can be located in the disk or a remote server. The data source for a computer program can be a file, Excel file, notepad, text file, right? A data sheet in a spreadsheet, that is in Excel. I told you, right? Can be in a sheet or it can be in a range, an Excel XML file. So it is like HTML file or something, or even hard coded data within the program. So I can hard code as well, but it won't be a huge data if it is hard coded. We can hard code a few lines. That's it. Okay. Right. Types of data source. What are different type of data sources? Let me tell you. I have MS Excel. Always, for me, if you ask, the first thing which will come to my mind is Excel. Anything, because I can do analysis, I can create reports, I can use that as the database, I can do calculations, lot many things you can do in Excel. That's why I always love Excel. Excel is my first preference for anything, right? Excel, then CSV. What is CSV? Comma, separated values, and text file is nothing but the notepad. All these practically, I'll show you how we can actually use this, okay? Right, MS Access. What is MS Access? MS Access is a database from Microsoft. It's a desktop application. Then SQL Server. Most of you have already finished your SQL Server classes. So SQL Server is nothing but it is the RDBMS application where we can store the data and then we can do a lot of queries as well, right? Okay. MySQL, which is again another way, another application which is similar to SQL Server. So Oracle is there from Oracle, XML, then PDF, web pages, Google Sheets, Snowflakes, Azure SQL database, and still there are so many other data sources, okay, which we can connect. We can start creating the report. These are some sample, very commonly used data sources. Okay, right. Get data. So how to get the data from these things is what now will work. Data cleaning. Okay, these are all some exercises. So we'll start working on this. So now we'll start the exercise. So today we have a very minimal exercises. But tomorrow I have a very, I'll show you the data how it is. Very unstructured, uncleaned data, which I'll make you people work on that. Okay. All right. So I'll just minimize this. We'll go to this folder. I have 2 folders. All this data I'll be sharing it in the Telegram group. As I told you, all the data will be shared in the Telegram group. You can download that and you can work on this. This presentation also I'll share so that you can use it for your reference. Okay. Right. Now, what we'll do is we'll go to this data source. People have already undergone this Power BI session. So this is already done, but there are some people who directly have joined the data, that is dashboard designing. So I'll just briefly show them how actually you can import the data. It's the same thing what I've done in Power BI, but I'll show you how we can actually import the data to Excel and Power BI, both. Okay. All right. Now what we'll do, we'll open one Excel file. So what we are doing now is we are trying to import the data to Excel file. All these days, 2016 and below version, we used to copy the data and paste it here. Or we used to use this text to column where I take the text file and split the data with the delimiters. But now things are changed from 2016 and above. If you go to this, data in Excel, here I have this get data. You can see that I have so many various different data sources. I can connect and import the data. Okay. Now the advantage of this is, let me first take one data set and then I'll tell you what is the advantage of this one. So first we'll learn how to take the data from Excel. I'll say get data from file. I'll just click on this. You can see that I'll get one window. I'll also open this Power BI. So here I have the data set. I'll just take this path. I'll just put it here. You can browse or you can take this path. I'm just taking this path. Here I have the Excel file. I'll just select this Excel file and I'll say import. I'm trying to import the data. Let it get imported and I'll tell you what is the advantage of it. Meanwhile, I'll just go here. I'll open Power BI as well. Okay, can you see that I have so many tables here? All the sheets in Excel will be considered as different tables. If you just click on this, you can see that. See the data. I want to import this data. If you want all these tables to be imported, I can use this select multiple items. Otherwise, if you want only one table, you can just go and you can import this. I'll click on this selection. You can see that I have all the tables. We'll get the checkbox. Let me select, say, data, location. I'm just selecting few of them. And here I'll have this load and load. If I say load, it will just load. If I say load to, it will ask how to load. So I have various different formats where I can import the data. So if I say load, it will load as a table by default. But here you can see I have this table. Suppose if you think I want to take this as pivot table report or pivot chart or only create connection. So these are the various different things what I have. I want this to be as a table. I'll say okay. See now. See how quickly we can do this. What is the advantage of this? I'll tell you. The advantage of this is whatever data I've imported, it is a connection. Now, when I say connection, if I update the original source, the data, whatever is updated, that will get updated here also. That means there is a connection between these two. It is linked. That means if I actually update anything in the data source, that will get updated here also. So that is the advantage. Previously, what we used to do is to copy and paste the data. That's it. Again, if you want to update that, you have to copy that manually and paste. Okay, right. So you can see that all the data, whatever I selected, that is imported here. Done. Okay. Now this is by Excel what I did. What if I have a CSV file, comma separated file, or I have the data in text format? That is Notepad. Let me go here, get data, say data, get data, and here I have this text file. Okay. So here I have this text file. So I'm just selecting this text file, txt. Okay. Input. Now I'll get the same similar kind of connections here. Text file means only one sheet will be there. The data is there. You can see that I have this comma separator. The data is actually based on comma separator. If you still want to see the data, say I'm opening that file, the data will be like this. Very difficult to understand. And you can see that here I have this delimiter here, see, comma separator, which will help me in connecting the data and, converting that into different columns. Here again, I have this load to. It's such easy for every data sources. I just have to go select the data source, select the file or the path, and then say import. That's it. Load to, it will load. Now say again, I'll say table. add this. See, immediately I'll get the data. How about Power BI? Can I do the same thing? It's the same tables I'll import in Power BI as well. I'll go here. I'll go here and I'll say get data. Here, I have all the same, exactly same thing what we have in what is that? In Excel. Same thing we have in Power BI also. See, I'll click on this Excel one. Let me go to that path. Where is that path? I'll just paste that path. See, the same Excel file. I'll say open. I'll just show only one data source here. It's a similar for Excel and Power BI. So I don't want to again and again show the same thing for both. It is similar. See, I got the same kind of window. I will select all the data set. Here I'll say load because here we don't have any sheets or tables or something. It is by default, it will store as a table. So I'll click on this load. I'm doing this in Power BI. Okay, just to show you. Next, whatever we do, let's do it in Excel only because it is similar, whatever we are doing in Power BI as well. Okay, see. See, the data, whatever we imported in Excel, same thing, we're able to do that in Power BI as well. See, you can see that table here. All the data, whatever was there, you have taken that. Understood? It's the same thing for even text file or PDF or whatever we are doing in Excel. It's the same thing. So you can try in Power BI. Okay. Right. Next. So let's go here. See, this is for text file. Try this in Power BI as well. It's the same thing. Let's do one more thing. I'll go to this data, get data. Here, we'll take this CSV file. I'll take the CSV. What is CSV? Comma separated values. I'll say import. And then here I have the same similar kind of window what we got for text file. So all these are actually separated with different columns. Then I'll say load and say load. In Power BI, we don't have this load and load to just directly we can load because directly it will go and load as a table. Okay, here we have different formats. That's why it is asking like this. Say, okay. Done. Okay. So this is like we have different files. Okay, say standalone files, whatever we have, the flat files, we can import. What if I want to import the data from a website? Say, I can go here, I can import the data from a website as well. Let me copy a path. So you just go, take a path. I'll go to this Excel. I want to import the data. I'll go to this data and say, is that from online somewhere we have from web. See here, from web. I clicked on this from web. It'll ask me for the path. I'll go here. I'll paste this URL and I'll say okay. So it is connecting to that particular website. If I have any tables in that website, it'll just show me here. So here I have various different tables. I'll just go and see which table I want to import. Let's say I want to import this table. I'll say load to. You can see that. I'll get this table and say, see. Now anything gets updated in my website, whatever I connected, it will get updated. Okay. So likewise, I can actually try to import the data. Understood how we can import the data? So this in detail, you'll be learning in Excel and Power BI, which I've already done. So if anybody wants to learn that, you can go and you can visit our YouTube channel. There we have this data sources. You can understand how to import the data with various different data sources. Okay, this is how actually we can import the data in Power BI and Excel, right? Okay. Now we have one more exercise here, that is data cleaning. So what I've done, I have taken some data here which is not cleaned. So I'll tell you how all we can do the cleaning. So here we have this instructions, what all I have to do. I'll tell you how actually you can import the data and start cleaning it. There are various steps what you have to do, but in very simple way, how to clean this. Say, there are many Microsoft Excel 365 options which will help us in doing this cleaning very quickly. Previously, we had to write, macros, we had to write some formulas, and a lot of things were there. But now it's not like that. Immediately, we can do by using this Microsoft Excel 365. That's why I always prefer people go for Microsoft Excel 365. That is very much advanced now, which is very much equivalent to business intelligence tools as well. Okay, right. So I have some instructions here. So this I have given in the PPT as well. That's what I was showing. See, so all this, whatever we have that in the Excel sheet, I have here also. So what we'll do is we'll try to work on this and clean the data, what we are trying to import. Now what we'll do, let's go back to Excel. Okay, this Excel, I'll just close this. Whenever you're working, have the habit of, having only those files which are working. Don't mess up with so many files open. It will actually confuse. Just keep only that file which are actually working. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just make a copy of it, because if you do some changes and if I say by mistake, okay. So what I'll do, I'll go here. Let me close this file. So I'll take another file here because I can give this file to you for practicing, right? Double click, I'll open the file. Now my intention is to clean the data. You just see, I have the data here wherein I have some blank columns and blank record, then say rows here. Usually, when you're actually importing the data for Power BI or Excel to work on the reports, it should start from A1. So for that, what we used to do previously, we used to go here, delete like this, right click and say delete. Then again, select here and say delete. And go filter, and wherever we have this blank rows, we used to delete that. Forget all this. I told you, now we have so many options. That's why go for 2016 and above version or Microsoft 365 will actually help you. So what I'll do, I'll go here. Okay. I'll just select this here. We have this data. And here we have this from table or range. Just click on this. When I click on that, what it will do is, see, it will select the range, the complete range it is selecting. And then, see, can you see that it got selected? This get data, and I'm taking this from table or range. I'll say, okay. When I say, okay, what it will do is, it will take me to another window where I can clean. That is called as Power Query Editor. See, this Power Query Editor is there in Power BI and Excel both. Previously in Excel, it was not there. It was there only in Power BI. Now we have this Power Query Editor in Excel as well. That is, if you have your latest version, that is Microsoft Excel 365, you can clean this by using this Power Query Editor. See, I'll go here. I have some blank rows or something here, right? So what I'll do, I'll go to this Home tab. Here, I have this Remove Rows. Click on this. I'll say Remove Blank Rows. Click on this Remove Blank Rows. Done. Over. The task is done. Otherwise, I had to go select all the blank columns, blank rows, so many things I have to do. Removed. Now, what I'll do, I'll say close and load to. Again, same thing. But in the Power BI, we don't have the close and load to. It will be close and load. That's all. I'll click on this close and load to. Again, same options I'll get. I'll say table. I'll say as a new worksheet. Let me take a new worksheet. I'll say, okay. See. See. Over. Done. How quickly? Within seconds. Now I'll show you some more interesting things. Now, what is the next one we have? Let me go to this PPT and see. Say I want to VLOOKUP, get category and subcategory. I want to get this category and subcategory. See, let me go and check this. This is what you have to do. So what I'll do, let me keep this in the end. Okay, there are a few things what you have to do. But before that, we'll do some simple tasks. We'll finish that. Say trim. I want to remove the unwanted spaces. So what I'll do, I'll go here. I have this customer name. Can you see that? I have a lot of spaces here. So I'll insert one column. Let's say right click and say insert. Okay. Here I'll say equals trim and I'm selecting this column. Since it's a table, you see, I don't have to go and drag the formula, enter, see, over. How quickly we removed the space. But there is one more question here. Okay, there is one more question here, which says, change the customer name case. So I want to make it uppercase. So what I'll do, I'll go here, see, here we have this trim and I'm trimming this customer name. So here I'll say upper of trim. So we can give this combination formula. See, I'll go here, close the bracket and say enter. Can you see that? In one single formula, we could actually change the case as well as remove the unwanted spaces. Done. Again, one more data cleaning part we have done. Right. Next we have get week name, get month name, quarter name. Now this week name, month name, and quarter name. People, let me tell you, in Excel, we don't have any formula to get month name or week name. And even we don't have anything for quarter name. So what we used to do, we used to create one mapping table where we used to give all the month numbers. That is, we have a formula equals month, which will give me the month number. Then again, go to that VLOOKUP formula, select the table and get the name. But now you don't have to worry. What I'll do? Let me go here to this data. Okay. I have this data. Then here, we just created this table, right? So again, don't go and say from table or range, because again, one more new table will get created. So what I'll do, I'll go to this get data. Here I have this launch Power Query editor. Again, I'm modifying the same table. So if you're doing that, don't again go and select the range, because I'm not creating a new table. I'm modifying the existing table. Now what I'll do, I'll go here for this order date. I want to get what? Month name, week name, and what is the other one? The quarter number. And also we have this year. So I should get week name, month name, quarter, and year. Let me go back. So what I'll do, I will go to this add column. See, I have this add column. In Power Query Editor, I'll go to this add column, select this date, click on this date. Here it says year. First, I'll get this year. See, I got the year. Done. Next, I want to get the week name. Select this. And I have this week, say day. Here I have name of the day. Click on this. See, I got week name. Next, I want month name. Let me go here. Date, month, name of the month. See, I got name of the month. Next, I'll go select. I want quarter. Say quarter of the year. See, how much time it took? Not even 15 to 20 seconds. Otherwise, you have to take almost half an hour to do this. Suppose if you know, otherwise, people used to take 1 day also to do all this. So within seconds, we can do this. Right? Now let me close this. Now you don't have to again say load to and all, because already we are trying to modify it. Last for save changes, say keep. Now what happens if I do that? Just go and check. See. You can see that I have this year, day, month, and quarter. Quickly we can do, right? Okay. The next one. Change the date format. That is anyways, you can go here. You can select and you can change the format however you want. I can select this. The date format, you can go here. So here I have this date format. So select this date and you can change to any formats you want. Not always you have to go to Power Query Editor. Any transformation if you want to do, you can go to Power Query Editor. Otherwise, you can do that here. Okay, done. Now, let's come to this part. Okay, we have done all the changes. See how many tasks we did within few seconds or say minutes. Now let me go here. This is what it was pending. VLOOKUP. I want to get category and subcategory. Now you just see, people say, sir, it is very easy. We can do it in VLOOKUP. We can do in VLOOKUP when we have that IDs, proper IDs if you have. If you go and check this mapping, I have this category, I have this subcategory, I have the IDs here, right? If you go and check in this table, nowhere I have this IDs. Then how will I actually do this VLOOKUP? How will I actually get the data? How will I integrate the data? If you go and check here, I have the product ID. Can you see that? I have this FUR, which is nothing but I'm trying to map with this. Again, if you go here, I have this BOCHLA, which is nothing but for subcategories. But it is combined. Previously, what we used to do, we used to use left half, remove first 3 characters, mid half, then take middle 2 characters. Forget those things. No formulas required. What will I do? Let me go here. Again, I'll say, there is that data, and I'll say launch Power Query editor. Again, I'm coming back to this editor. Now here, what I'll do, 2 things we have to do here. You have to first understand whether I need this column. Yes, I need this column. So what I'll do, I'll right click, I will say duplicate column. I just made a duplicate of that column so that I can retain the source column. Now I'll go to this home tab, split. So here I have the split by delimiter. Okay. So here I'm trying to split. I'll just go here, I'll say, okay, done, over. See? Can you see this? I got this ID, and here I got the subcategory ID. This, if you want, you can keep it, otherwise you can delete this. Let it be. So what I'll do, I'll go here, I will rename this. I'll say category ID. This one, subcategory ID. And this one, let's say product code. Over. Now what I'll do, I'll just close this. Because I'm trying to integrate it, I'm using this VLOOKUP. Otherwise, usually what we do is we'll try to use that joins. We'll try to connect and we'll create the report. But now since I want to integrate it, I'm trying to use this VLOOKUP now. So let me go here. I have this IDs now. Now after this, you know what I should do? I'll use VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP of this value, comma, go to this mapping, select this F4 2, 0. Okay. This is for category. I'll go here, I'll say category. Then for subcategory, equals VLOOKUP of this one, comma, and I'll select this mapping F4, 2, 0. Done. Now I'll copy this till bottom. Over. Simple. These are all some, techniques what you have to use for data cleaning. This is just the beginning. People, tomorrow you'll be learning about, I have this data here. See, I have the data, whatever we saw now, the data, it is in various different formats. We'll work on this. I'll tell you how to bring all this data into one place, connect them. So this is what we'll be learning tomorrow. So don't miss tomorrow. This is about how to import the data, clean the data, and integrate the data, and get prepared for creating the dynamic reports. That's what we'll be learning. Okay. Right. So this is about for today's session. And people, this presentation I'll be sending you if people wants to get all your materials. So you can join our WhatsApp community and Telegram community. So here we'll be conducting so many classes as well, not only this kind of courses. There are some webinars or workshops we'll be conducting. So that information will be available either in our WhatsApp group or Telegram group. So please join this. I'll be sending you the Telegram group in the link, this one chat box as well. Okay. And one more thing I want to tell you before I end this session. So everyone, right from who are attending online or people coming offline. So I have some bonus gifts. Please, people, you don't have to pay for this. I'm not doing this for any commercial purpose. Please, okay? Don't think that I'm, doing this for commercial purpose. We are not doing this for any commercial purpose. So this free gifts, whatever, I'll be giving is, we have this 300 plus data analytics books, right from artificial intelligence, deep learning, and even Excel books with the supporting files until Power BI. There are so many textbooks which I have collected, which I actually use for reference. So that books I'll be giving you with the supporting files and practice files. Okay. And then I have some data sets. Just now I use some data set, right? So likewise, I have some 150 data sets of various different formats, Excel, CSV, or text file, which you can use for creating the projects, dashboards, or templates. So this completely, you don't have to go and search for anything. So this I'll be giving. And then I have some 7,000 plus templates, which is already created, which you can use it for your purpose. Okay. And I have some resume templates because people keep asking me for some resume templates. So I'll give you all these templates so you can keep it and you can use those formats for creating your profile. Okay. Apart from this is what we actually had planned. So again, we thought that let's give some more gifts. So here we have these gifts as well. So this one we had given for one of the workshops. That bundle also I'll just giving you. So here I have all the formulas, whatever is there, Excel formulas, complete list is there. People have already attended have got this bonus. So still you can take it. Nothing wrong in that. So we have this chat GPT, right? So we have this chat GPT. So that I'll be giving you. Then we have this Excel 2019 Bible that also I'll be giving it to you. So all this with the supporting files I'm telling. The DAX functions and this, the interview questions, okay? This 500 plus interview questions. Here I have collected from so many different sources, so many different companies, and what I have actually prepared some questions for interviews in various companies have conducted, okay? So all these are there in this. So this also will be giving it to you. But this I'll be giving you only in the end of this course, not now. Okay, end of the course, I'll be putting this in the Telegram group so you can collect. Okay, right. And one more thing I want to tell you. So if anybody is interested, again, it's your wish. If anybody wants to practice, if anybody wants to have your own license, we are actually authorized to give this Microsoft license. So here you can pay $799 and you can collect your Microsoft license as well. Some people have already purchased. So again, you don't have to purchase. People who wants, you can go and you can contact us so that we can give you the entire license lifetime completely. It's lifetime. So it is $799. You will get 1 TB of space and you'll get all the Power BI Pro. Everything will be in that. Almost some 40 to 50 applications are there. You'll get it. Okay, you can. Right. So you can also connect with me with the LinkedIn. So I can share that link also to you. Okay. So this is what I have. Some people are actually asking for the Telegram and this one link. I'll just share that in the chat box. People, 1 minute. I'll just share that. I will just go here. So this is the WhatsApp link. People, this is WhatsApp link. And then I have this Telegram link as well. Okay. So if anybody needs your, the MS Office 365, message me. This is my number. So I will get you the license. Okay. This is my number. You can WhatsApp me. I will get you the number, or you can go to this WhatsApp group. There also will get my number. Okay. Done. All right, people. So before I end this session, I'll just unmute all of you. Okay. If anybody wants to, give any inputs on this, doubts I'll take tomorrow because I don't have time now. I have another session. So quickly, if anybody wants to give any feedback, so please give the feedback about the session. A lot of things to learn. Still, we have 7 more sessions with very high-end sessions. Okay. So how was the session, people? You can message or you can speak. No worries. Anything is fine. So quickly, we just have only 1 more minute.
Hi Adi sir, Bhartesh here.
Yeah, Bhartesh.
Yeah, it's a very nice presentation, sir. So
Sure.
it's very applicable to my day-to-day job actually.
Sure.
So
Thank
thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you. Thank
Hi sir, this is Sajjad here.
you. Yeah, Rangnath.
Yeah, seriously, which is very helpful for growing our career as well. So we are looking forward to more and more this kind of sessions,
Sure.
which is very helpful for each and everyone. People who are interested for learning about data analytics and data science.
Okay.
Hello,
Thanks.
Yeah, Mohan.
sir. I'm a financial student. I'm appreciating your efforts, which you are giving a free content where other persons are charging thousands of rupees for this kind of content. Thank you very much for giving this content.
Okay. Thank you, Mohan. Right. So thank you so much, people. So please, connect in Telegram. So I'll send all the materials to practice so that you guys can actually, learn so still more. So this is just the beginning. So as I promised, this will be a very high-end session, actually, very high-end session, so that you guys can learn a lot of things.
Sir, we'll get those files in Telegram group.
Yes, it will be available in Telegram after 1 hour. Okay. Even the recording also will be there. People, I'll be giving you the recording as well. Okay. So
Yes,
please.
sir. If you give, we will practice this. Whatever practice
Yes,
files if you
everything
provide,
will be
we'll work
given in
on
the
it.
Telegram group.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thanks.
Everything will be given, Kusma, in the Telegram. Okay. Right, people. So I have one more session now. Sorry. So we'll meet tomorrow. So even I'll take your feedback and any questions, make a list of questions. So I'll take it tomorrow. Okay. Take care, all of you. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.